Welcome to the Knackly Tryout training series. In this video, we're going to cover how to do conditions and lists in your documents. The first document I'm going to pull up is this demand letter that you have. And in here, I've got some conditions that I want to add. You're going to see you won't have in yours this optional paragraph. I've just done that to show you how to add information. And two things I want to do here is show you how to do a conditional statement, so an if statement within a paragraph, and then also having a completely optional paragraph. So the first step is that I need a question. We have the right to apply garnish money. So I'm just going to create a true-false question. I'm going to put it in the matter, so we'll get type just to information about the matter. Certainly you could go through and create a new one here depending on your practice, and we can help you through the jump start or through a session that we offer that we can kind of help you decide, depending on your practice area, where I would actually want to put this. But for this example, I'm going to put it in matter, so I'm going to click add new variable. I'm going to say matter, and I'm just going to do a true false question. And garnish money, so I'm just going to call it garnish. Will we garnish? Do a question there. So I'll go to matter. Now in this case, since it's within a paragraph and I want everything, this language right here, I want to be conditional. So if I say that I want to garnish, this is going to show up. So I've highlighted the areas that I want, and I'm just going to go to garnish if statement. So if I want to garnish, then I'm going to put it in. Certainly, if I didn't want to garnish, I could do something else. And I'll capitalize that. And then this paragraph is going to come in. Now, let's say if I want to just have a small claims question. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add my small claims. I'm going to put this under matter as a true false. Small claims. And this is my label. And go to matter. I'm just going to do another insert. And because it's around a paragraph, I'm going to just check it, insert it, and I'm just going to, I just did a Control X, I cut it, and then I pasted it. If you're going around a paragraph, the if statement needs to be on its own line without anything else, and the end if needs to be on its own line as well. It's just one of the rules that we have at Knackly. I can go ahead and click save. Now let's go ahead and look at the demand letter. I'm going to do new client, because that's where I have my demand letter. I'm just going to uncheck that and check demand letter. And then we'll see matter. And will this go to small claims court? Yes. Will we garnish? Yes. So it will give you both of those questions there. I can say okay, and then I can complete it. Now the next thing I want to do, and that's how you insert conditions. So the next thing I want to do is show you how to insert a list to the document. I'm just going to go ahead and click back. I'm going to go to my engagement letter. And this is where I'm going to put in the involved parties. So there's a couple different options here. So other parties that are involved in the case are, and then I'm going to list them out. In this case, I'm going to go to other parties, and I'm just going to click on the menu, and I'm going to insert a list with punctuation. So I want punctuation to be 1, 2, and 3, depending on all the people that are listed. And I'm going to delete that. It just inserts the very first one automatically. And then I want to put in their full name. So I'll just double click on full name. and it's now going to list the parties, John Smith, comma, Jane Smith, and whoever we put in. So that's the first way that we can do list of parties. The second one is I want to do a bullet. So I'm going to do the same thing. You're going to see I'm just going to select a little bit, insert list into it with bullets. So I can also insert without punctuation as well. But if I want to do with bullets, then I just replace that variable with full name. And then it will give me a list in bullet form. Now the third option that's commonly used is that I want to have it as part of a table. So I've got name, address. The first step here is that we actually need to split the table. So if I click in the table, I go up to table layout and I just click split table. So that splits it in half. What will happen is that as soon as the document is created, this will actually snap back together. And I'm going to do a list, but this time I'm just going to do it without punctuation. And I'm going to highlight the end list. I'm going to do a Control X and cut it. And then I'm going to paste it. So I'm going to have it so that there's no spaces between here. And then I can insert the full name. And then I can do a block address is what I'm going to do. So it will go down. And these are the ways to insert lists. I click Save. Now if I go back to my dashboard, I click New Client. And this time I'm going to do an engagement letter. So I've got my client information, and here's where I'll add my other parties. So I can add Mark, John, and then click complete. And in my engagement letter, I've got Mark and John Smith, Mark and John Smith, and Mark and John Smith with their address. So it has all the information, and that's how you insert lists into the documents. So if you have multiple people that you need to put in. That concludes this training on how to insert conditions and lists into documents. I look forward to having you check out our other trainings. Thanks.